did it in reverse today because you have me off my game today.
I do?
Yes, you yelled at me,
me?
and you're mean.
It's me?
Well, you're not helping.
Not the people on the road?
Well, so the show is very late today.
Yes.
You are being a little snarky.
Yes, I am.
And I don't deserve that. And
it's fun.
People
Swords
lost their... I don't want to have swords up.
Okay.
I just watched someone... I didn't actually see it, but I saw the aftermath of someone. It's very icy here in Massachusetts today, and everyone's on a very long time delay getting places. Hence, this I should have stayed home to do the show because I didn't realize. But I just saw someone who had gone over the guardrail from the ice and slid off into the river.
I know, right?
And so
it's brutal out there.
It was, and I was at a dead stop. If Lou, I had to send Lou a picture to say, I'm stuck. And then I realized why I was stuck is because everyone was gawking at the poor person who had slid off the road and flipped over into the river. I was like, what is
going on? Were there responders there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah. There was like DOT trucks and, there was a lot going on. But when I sent you the picture, I couldn't see that far up. But I texted you and I was like, I'm definitely going to be late. I should have stayed home to do this. So, and then everybody has lost their brain cells driving in the ice out there today. I'm like, oh my God, that's like insane. It's very bad.
It's bad out. Yeah.
Yes. So if you're in New England and you're in this area, be careful driving because
I feel bad because I just got behind a salt truck. It was just a backup.
Well, I would have rather been behind the salt truck than watch what I just saw.
I can imagine.
So I've seen some whopper doozy accidents in my life, and that was probably the top 3. I've seen someone decapitated. Not today, though.
You saw it happen?
I literally saw the entire accident, and then, yes.
Oh, man. I
won't go into it, but yes. It was many years ago on Route 128 and 95 near Burlington, Massachusetts. It was a collision with one of those old Spectrum Fox cable company little vans and stuff. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's as far as
Is there a worse stretch of road than 128 in Burlington?
No. No. I've actually had an accident there. And I've spun around in ice on that road.
Horrible.
Yeah. I got bumped in the back of the car. But anyway. So here I am late. But here we are. Adversity. Right? Always have adversity. Right. Roll with it, right? The new year. So happy new year, Lou.
Stoicism,
yes. But happy new year to everybody. I'm here and it's a lovely day. And we're starting off. We're supposed to have themes.
You're a penguin.
I'm a penguin.
I said if you're a penguin, it's a lovely day.
Yes. Well, I'm not a penguin. You today.
What?
And by the way, to all my listeners, Lou is being mean to me today.
I am not.
You were kind of snarky.
Snarky is not mean.
No, you were mean. Nope. The snark is just the word to describe the mean. You were, and then you're like, swords out. You just missed me and you haven't been able to pick at me. Because I haven't
Should we just tell how you were sitting over there like a gymnastics coach, clapping your hands and yelling, we're late?
Lou got a little verklempt because I was going like this. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly how it was.
But it was a little louder than that, and it bothered him in his sensibilities.
I didn't. I just fired back, that's all.
Because your words were, I'm so glad that I have control over your mic and how loud you are.
Yes. Exactly right.
Yep. Okay. You just sit over there and do your job.
Yep.
Okay. So anyway, I love our fun time. I miss this. I've been away from you for a few weeks. Yay.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Oh. So anyway, so it's the new year. And so it's not new. Remember, we're just rising and resetting, right? We're not restarting. We're rising, resetting, we're integrating. We are standing up, standing out, and we are evolving or elevating ourselves, correct?
Yes.
Have you been practicing that?
We're wicked for good.
Well, you should see my wicked room. I am Shiz University today, though. You see that?
What is it?
You didn't even notice. Everyone thinks I'm wearing a regular university. This isn't. This
is. It looks like a regular university.
I know, and it fakes people out, right? Yeah. Shiz. It's where I get my magical powers.
Good. It's subtle.
Yes. Well, because I'm not obnoxious.
No, I understand.
Yes, but it's
I was-
wicked for good.
Yep.
So, but are you practicing your rise? Nope.
Somewhat.
Oh boy. You know, you
It's
gotta,
tough. There's a lot going on.
I know, but that's why we practice rise.
Yeah.
So on a daily, you have to make sure that you have your theme, right? I said last time we have to have a theme to
I'm
go.
still in the breathe out from the holidays segment of my year.
Well, okay, but now we're into rise. So
Yep.
breathe out and rise.
Yep.
Right? Okay. Well, so my theme for today, to give ideas to people, because people have been looking for ideas, is that we're going to talk about that this year we really have to be contributors. And now contribution can mean a lot of different things. It can mean giving to others, giving to yourself, giving well, there's lots of I'm going to go through them, but there's lots of ways of being a contributor. But the way I'm meaning it as a theme is to be active and activate yourself on a daily basis so that you can say at the end of each day that I contributed today to something.
Yep.
Because that helps you stack those wins that we've talked about, right? So but there is a psychology and there's a power behind the word contribution and what it means to do that and have it really be in an active mode. So when you're thinking about rising up and doing these things this year, I want you to think about always being in an actionable mode that you can actually measure.
Mm-hmm.
And so the power of contribution lies in the ability to be able to bring around personal fulfillment, purpose, happiness, and it's basically focusing on giving and acting out into the world in a good way. Are you paying attention to me?
Taking notes.
Oh, you are taking notes?
Yes.
Oh, you're being a good student.
I guess.
Okay. Okay, I'm just
going
going
to
leave
the
you.
Summary afterwards. So
Oh, is that why you're doing it? It wasn't
Take
just
notes.
because you were doing it for yourself. Okay, so
I was contributing.
okay. Okay. Wow. You and I, after the show, we're going to have words.
No, it's a team endeavor.
I
That's
know.
part of my contribution.
I know.
So.
I know, and you do such a good job.
Yeah.
Wow, we're starting off the new year great. Welcome to January 7th. Woo! 2026. Okay, so again, let's focus here.
Yeah.
Contribution. I'm going to repeat. The contribution it is in the ability to bring profound, which doesn't have to be this big thing, but profound personal fulfillment, purpose, happiness, and it's happiness to yourself, but to also others by focusing on giving and contributing out into the world in some way. Now, that doesn't mean all the time money. People always think, oh, donating, which we'll talk about for me, but it's in a variety of different ways. And it's also contributing to yourself and being activating to yourself. And so, because when you do anything that's contribution based towards yourself or the world, you're elevating your own life. So that's that part of the rise. You're evolving and elevating it. So you have creativity, you get a sense of connection to people in the world or the universe or the earth or whatever you want to connect to. You're creating some sort of positive cycle to get out of what I call that infinity chaos loop that people create, right? Because people do, right? And then what it does is it benefits individuals, it benefits you, it benefits like a community base, and it shifts the focus into something really tangible that can give you, I'm losing my voice, they can give you a reward, but it's not a reward as in necessarily, I always go back to the whole thing was because people think of financial gain. It's not that. It can be that, but it's about joy. It's about finding, rising up and finding your joy and happiness and feeling like that inner satisfaction and drive to be stronger connected or stronger in relationships or stronger at your own personal daily life, because it gives you meaning for your existence to have like, I'm contributing to my life today. And that's like, if you have like, I keep saying like, I feel like I'm a teenager. I don't know where that's coming from. It is similar to when people have a goal and then just doing the little pieces each day, you're contributing. If you're acting in that way, you're acting forward, then you're building that. And so I had a short little list that I was like, okay, how do you do contributions? So here's one tangible way that I came up with in my mind to put it out there on a daily for 2026. So when you're thinking about rise and contributing, is call who calls you, right? Visit who visits you, love who loves you, trust who trusts you, forget who forgets you, right? Choose who
Good one.
chooses you, right? Ignore who ignores you, care for who cares for you, invest in who you um, invest in who invests in you,
Right.
right? And then support who supports you.
Mhm.
So if you can think about that list, and you could even take one of those pieces, and I can read it again. If you take one of those, even one for every month, and just focus on, I'm going to call who calls me this month,
Yep.
or I'm going to invest in who invests in me this month, or today, do it daily or whatever. You take those, and that can be enough of a mantra or a theme for your day, so that we don't have to go into like the contribution thing of like, well, you got to tithe back to the community. No, we're
Right.
just making it basic. So that's on a very basic level, because when I brought this up with clients last week and in the past couple of weeks, they go to the big macro kind of like, well, how do you communicate, how do you give contribution to a community? And I just do these small things.
Yep.
And it gives you that piece, what I was talking about, how it builds your existence of being meaningful and have joy, because then you're not feeling like you aren't doing for others or yourself. And so and you're also giving yourself credit to move forward on small little things that actually make a difference in people's lives, including your own.
Yep.
So it's like today, have a goal or a mantra of rising up to contribute to something, activate today to do something. And one of those things, invest in you. If you are working on your weight loss goal, invest in you today. What is that weight loss goal going to look like today? Not in 30
Right.
days. What is it today? Invest in you. So if someone's supporting you, are you supporting them? If someone's calling you, are you calling them? Right. So it's like really being able to manifest it in that way, so that you see it at the basic level instead of making it sort of a mind jumble of too much that gets overwhelming. And so I think that makes a lot more sense for people when they break it down in that way.
Yeah, this is probably more tangible than what you mean right here, but we've talked about it in the past, training people how to deal with you by rewarding the behaviors that you want. If they communicate with you, communicate with them. If they contribute to you, contribute to them.
Yeah, if we're talking in terms of like relating, yes,
yeah,
right. Because you're doing that, and that doesn't mean you're waiting on someone else to do it. But if you're the one that calls, and they don't call you back, you go down the list to go, okay, you ignore who ignores you, right? I mean, right. So you're being able to activate and go on to the next thing, so you're not sitting in the shit and stewing about, I'm being ignored, I'm not being loved, I'm not being taken care of, I'm like, which is what happens to people, which is why by the end of January, lots of people's goals and resolutions fall apart, because they get into that victim and pity mode, and then they have a whole different.
They focus on the downside.
Right.
There are people who will call you. There are people who will support you.
Right.
So pay attention to them.
Right. And it's in there, and you have to remember that it's not always going to be the people that necessarily you want.
Right.
You're like, yeah, they called me, but I really wanted it to be this other person. Well, if that's the person that's not, then you've got to really look at that and say, I got to rise up around that and figure out, what am I doing there that I'm spending so much time on that. And
what's the end result going to be if you focus on that so severely?
And we know that, right? So and I came across this great quote, and I love this, and I've been using it. And I think I want all my listeners to be thinking about this, because it goes to the point you're just making. If you keep carrying old bricks, you're going to keep building the same house. I love that. Right? So on a daily basis, if you keep essentially doing, laying the same brick, then you're going to keep having the same house built. So
that's what we talked about last week. So your outcomes are the end of a series of decisions. If you keep making the same decisions, you're going to end up with the same outcomes.
Exactly. And so it's the same thing as like insanity. If you keep repeating the same thing over and over, expecting a different result, that's the definition of it. Change takes change. If you're not willing to actually do something to contribute and activate yourself to rise up on a daily, starting your day with a mantra, starting your day with a theme. That's why I'm like talking today about what are you contributing to your life today?
Yep.
Right. And it's a different concept because you usually hear people say, what are you contributing to the world today? No, it's what are you contributing to your life today? Because then that just comes with the territory down the line of it's going to the world or the community and the bigger thing.
And it's back to the baby steps type of thing. It doesn't have to be contributing to your life for 12 hours today.
No, it's
something.
It's
stay in the chaos, but do something today that's going to help.
Well, right. And let's try not to stay in the chaos.
Yes. But I mean, people get overwhelmed by that task. They think they have to do all day. They have to contribute to themselves.
Right.
No, just do something. Stack a win.
So here's how I'm doing it this month. And I've been telling clients this because it's my birthday month.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. It's not my birthday yet, but it's my birthday month.
Okay.
And I learned many, many years ago, one, don't work on my birthday. So I don't ever work on the actual day of my birthday because I do that day for myself. And I think people should do that if they can. Right. Because I just learned that it ruins my day when I have to work. And then I'm like, why is this? Right. So, but the birthday month, even though it's kind of a joke for a lot of people being like, oh, it's someone's birthday month. Right.
Yeah.
It's not about being selfish or full of oneself about it. It's about taking every single day. So every single day this month so far, 7 days, I have done something for myself to benefit myself or others or both. Every single day. Haven't missed one yet. And it's wonderful. It feels great.
If you're benefiting others, often there's a personal reward for that.
Yes.
It's not why you do it.
Right. No, because, and it's just, but it's a commitment to just being activated on a daily basis. So I'm already a helper. So as you know, so I do that for a living, right? Yep. So that I count it, but it's not what I'm counting as my contribution because that's just like, it's what I do.
Yeah.
So this is more about things that are,
but that's okay. Don't dismiss it.
Yes, it's okay. And I'm not dismissing it, but it's because I do it all the time. I'm focusing more on things that I wouldn't necessarily focus on and enhancing relationships. Where, call someone who calls you, invest in someone who invests in you, support someone who will support you, doing more of that because we take for granted a lot of times the people in our lives because we have busy lives and, and then it gets away from us. Right. So it's important to do that. So every single day, something towards that. Now, in my case, I'm contributing to my wicked room.
Well,
so, and because it's giving me my peace bubble.
Yeah.
Right. So in protecting your peace bubble that I've been talking about for a year, taking your peace bubble and making sure that you have your inner sanctum in your circle for yourself is important. So, so a couple of my days this week, like I bought a beautiful emerald chair that now is a springboard for my cats.
Well, of course.
They love this chair.
Yeah.
But it was like a birthday gift to myself, but it was also something that made me really happy. And in sharing my wicked room with people, it's bringing them joy. So it's got all these great things going on and it's bringing my cats happiness because they're running around like it's the best thing ever. Yeah. Right. But it's just basic things like that.
I'm carving out my peace bubble on Sunday night.
Oh, because of the
Pats game.
Because of the football game coming up.
That's mine. That's me. I'm taking it.
I am so excited because we're doing so great, and I don't want to jinx it, but we're gonna go to the Super Bowl.
I hope you're right.
I know. So, can you imagine this weekend we crash? Oh my gosh, we crash. Oh my god.
Oh, the NFL. Things happen.
I know. Refs. It's the refs.
Among other things. Yes.
I know. So, okay.
But no, that's taking time for myself, protecting that territory,
Yes.
No, that's what I'm doing Sunday night.
Right. And that's Sunday. So that's how you're contributing to yourself.
Yep.
Right. So, but now we've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I know but don't poo-poo that.
Yeah.
You've got it. Okay.
No, I know. I'm not poo-pooing. I understand your point. I'm acknowledging your point.
You are... All my listeners, Lou is in form today. So like Lou, like all of you, don't just plan out for something 5 days from now. Make sure you've got a contribution to yourself and the world every single day to protect either your peace bubble or to give yourself something that's wonderful, to make yourself feel like, oh, I had fulfillment today, so I could have some joy. So you have Zen.
Yeah.
So, but not just on Sunday night.
I understand.
Okay.
People roll their eyes at Zen, but it's a concept.
Well, Zen is
a valuable concept.
Well, it's a valuable concept because it's the peace bubble.
Yeah.
So if you can put that peace bubble around you and protect yourself from the toxicity and the negativity of the world and contribute to helping other people rise while you're rising, that's a great January. Or not. Yep. I'm just watching your face, and I think it's a great January to do that. Here,
watching my face.
I am. No one can see Lou's face, but I'm watching your deadpan face today, like looking at me like, where are we going with this?
I don't intend to be deadpan.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'm moving along with the,
Yep.
so the key aspects that I want to just focus on, and I'm in sort of a little bit of a hurry just because, we had a short show today, but the key aspects of taking away for this is you want to contribute to find some personal fulfillment and happiness. That does not mean you're doing it for selfish reasons and it's to get that, but it's about when you're contributing to others or to the world. It's a core human need to do that. And so it leads automatically, because of the way we're physiologically made up, it leads automatically to increased joy. And people are, I'm unhappy. Well, let's look for joy. Let's look for joy. It reduces stress because people will say, how do I reduce my stress? Contribute, activate and contribute, do something. And it gives you a stronger sense of who you are, confidence and purpose. And it brings meaning to your life at the end of the day when you say, what did I do today? What did I contribute to life today? It makes a big difference. And it can be just that you made someone smile.
Yeah.
That basic. It's so, and people will try to mental gymnastics this to death. It's as basic as, were you kind today? Were you kind in the face of someone being unkind? I feel like I do that every day. Right?
People misunderstand this too because they think joy comes from buying something.
Right. Well, and it can, but it's not really.
Not often, because you're on to the next thing.
Well,
30 seconds later, you
because
regret spending. Yeah.
Right, because it's not really it's a subset of like a micro contribution. You're contributing something to yourself, but most of the time you go, okay, I bought that. Now I got to move on. Except for my chair. My chair really is really good.
Yeah.
I'm just having fun with it, So another key aspect is obviously enhancing a relationship. So genuine giving, kindness, compassion, doesn't mean giving money. It's about giving kindness, compassion, patience, tolerance, because we have to have that sometimes in relationships. I could say so many things. So, because it gives us more powerful connections to the person, and it also brings out the best in people.
That's unfair.
It creates a very authentic, supportive bond. I'm laughing because you are so swords unfair. Up today.
You're very supportive.
Hold on. I'm going to take a sip of my water so my tongue stops bleeding.
You just lost it right in the middle of that thought.
Oh my God. Well, this is because I'm thinking about enhancing our relationship.
I'm always very supportive.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just going along. So, and then moving into inner growth and resiliency, which I'm having a lot of currently. So there goes the show. I'm losing it. Yep. Okay. So the next important piece of this is that inner growth and resiliency. I'm just looking. I can't look at you because you're making me cuckoo. Fine. Okay. So because it's about lifting others up. And
okay. Before you continue this barrage.
But it's so timely because we have, good material today.
You drove on an icy road to get here to be with me. You could have stayed home.
Oh my God. Do you guys hear this?
Yeah.
Lou.
What?
Stop. We are lifting each other up Don't be rude.
People are believing you, but you drove to get here.
Yeah, but I didn't sign up to drive to come here to have you be poopy.
I don't think I am.
Well, you know, they never do. They never think they're being poopy.
I'm sparring with the people who spar with me.
I'm not sparring with you. You have set your swords up, and I'm just like, I got my shield on though. My peace bubbles wrapped around me.
Gymnastics class at the beginning of the clap at the beginning of the show.
You need to lighten up, Sally.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Inner growth. This is what we're talking about right now. Contribute to your inner growth.
Okay.
Rise up and lift others up. Me.
That's what I'm doing.
No. It will strengthen your own inner self if you're lifting me up today.
Lifting up all of your listeners. I'm helping to lift up all your listeners.
Well, I'm trying to boost my creativity with you and be resilient with my energy. That's part of contributing. I'm contributing to your life today by helping you be less you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And that can move into like workplace motivation. Helping a colleague like yourself. I'm helping you today to, overlook some of the things that are going on in life today and feel good about yourself and rise up for yourself so that you can fuel your inner drive to go out in the world and make a difference today without swords being up.
That's what we do.
Oh, we.
Yeah.
Now we are doing it. Okay. I'm going to shift the focus.
Okay.
Because that's also shifting. That's also part of the contribution here today is shifting the focus.
Yep.
And when you shift your mindset, because I did talk about mindset last week, right? People are going to be like, this show today was a hot mess.
No, it's fine.
Oh, I'm just having fun with it. But moving your mindset. So I talked about having that open mindset and really the growth mindset last week is moving your mindset of like what I get to what I give, right? So what do I get versus what do I give? What do I give today? What do I give back today? What do I do today? Not what's in it for me. What am I getting? Because so many people live in that, well, how's it benefiting me? That benefits come, change and life valuable things come when you just give.
Yep.
Right. So it's shifting that mindset from what I get to what I give and unlocking like a deeper reward internally for yourself because you're in that give mode.
Going back to your original point about supporting the people who support you.
Right.
That doesn't mean giving to a black hole.
No. Exactly. Well, and it's also that goes back to my many shows I've done on boundaries.
Because many people are frustrated by just giving all the time and not getting anything back.
Well, right. But if you go into, that's why if it's based in materialistic things and you're giving like money or you're giving and you're expecting back, you're going to be drained because that's not the contribution that I'm talking about. It's the shift in the mindset of contributing in a way that is putting your reserves into reserve, but you're doing it in a way that is, you're not going to feel bad that you've done so much and you don't get back in return. So many people live in that mindset of the more I do, the more I expect, and I don't get it, then the more hurt I get. And then they get victimized to themselves.
Well, they've built that dynamic up around them.
Well, right. Because they're not rising. They're doing the opposite of everything I'm teaching, right? They haven't reset to a mindset of growth. They haven't integrated something contributory today. They're not standing up or standing out, right? Because they're falling into themselves and sabotaging. And so how do you evolve or elevate from that? You don't.
Yeah.
So the rise is not there. So you lose that. But there's so many people with that mindset that, the more I do, the more I don't get. And I just, they get that, the efforts and they're like, well, screw this. I'm not going to help anybody. It's like, no, because if you're going into it to get that back, you've lost the point,
But they're looking for a substantial way to change that. And it doesn't happen initially in substantial ways.
Right.
We talked about it last week, holding a door.
Right.
Taking a grocery carriage back to the bin for somebody at the end of the row.
Right.
It's just little things.
Well, it's like I gave my little chocolates away to the toll attendants last week. Yeah. They loved it.
Yeah.
It was like they were in heaven. I was like, just a basic thing, but I didn't need anything in return. the smile that I got.
Exactly.
And the moment of, oh my God, someone, you could see it register with them that, oh my God, somebody thought about me. Like somebody mattered. Because one of them was like, really? For me? Yes. And you could see them being like, there's no way.
But you accomplished a positive, and that sits with you.
Right.
That's stacking a win.
And I don't get anything that I didn't get to go through without paying my $1. I still paid my $1. There's no free ride, right? No. But it was just that I got a smile out of them. I got something good from them back. And that elevates my sense of purpose of the day and the meaningfulness of contributing with a growth mindset to make it like I rose to that occasion for myself.
Yep.
It made me a better person in that moment or that day for that. And that's what, you know, if you're worried about like getting to some big goal, why don't we just start at the basics like that and being deliberate? I you know, people say, how do you tap into that power? How do you do it yourself personally? And I'm like, I'm very deliberate, as you know. Like I'm like consciously, I look for daily opportunities to add to something big or small in someone else's life. Whether it's in my work, which obviously that's an opportunity because I get 14 of them pretty much every single day individually. But beyond that, just making sure that I tap in consciously to deliberately make sure that I am creating an opportunity to offer value to someone else in some way. And you don't have to do it like that, but it's about being deliberate.
I don't know if it qualifies because it's money, but drop a tip at Dunkin's.
It does qualify because so many people don't do it.
Yeah.
So if you're consciously and deliberately saying, I'm going to make sure that that person gets that, or that person that doesn't normally, like that's so meaningful.
By the way, this is why we love pets, because we can do this with pets.
Yes. Yes.
And you get the response. You get you get it back from them.
Well, because you get the unconditional love, because it's unconditional. And there's no strings attached, and that's wonderful, right? That's part of this,
it's safe. It's a safe contribution because your pet's going to return it.
Right. And so that's how you tap into the power, even though we'll use the pets as an example, you're creating a legacy with pets. I know that sounds probably weird, but there's a virtue and a character about yourself when you have a connection to your fur baby that is part of that conscious, deliberate contribution on a daily, because it doesn't have to be a person.
Yep.
It can be them, and you see the reward because what do you get back? Love.
Yep.
You get love back. You get play. You get smiles. You get happiness. You get a pet that will snuggle with you, or they come to you and they look at you because they know that you love them. Right. That's part of contribution.
Pets live that every day. They respond to people who respond to them.
Right. And that's, and if you could take a lesson from, elephants or, cats, dogs, right? They're vulnerable. And that's a big piece of being able to contribute in the world and to rise to an occasion on a daily, is to embrace vulnerability in yourself, so that, be open to being authentic, be open to receiving authenticity and giving, so that you can build a deeper sense of connection to yourself and to others. I really want to foster January for people to really connect with themselves. So it's a reset to get really into your mindset of what you want and who you are and how you want to be, so that you connect in, so that you can connect out. Right. So it goes back to that list.
Yep.
Support who supports you, invest in who invests in you, call who calls you, right? And love who loves you. If you have someone that you're trying to love and they don't love you back, boy, lessons learned over the years in my life, right?
Yep.
So, and it's a hard sandwich to chew on that one because you have the hopeaholic in you, right? So you have to maybe.
How many people would benefit so much just by cutting off the drains, the major drains on them? Remedying it to a degree.
People are afraid to cut off their their drains, and if people are just tuning in or not knowing what I'm talking about, is people who drain you.
Yep.
Right. So soul suckers, because people want so badly to be loved by those people.
Because it ruins you for what we're trying to talk about today.
Right.
Because you give and you give and you give, and it just gets sucked from you.
Exactly.
And you don't find any joy in it, and so you don't do it with other people.
And right. Well, and then, because you get to the point where you like give up.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, yeah. So I would agree with that. It's like, I was reading this lovely little short thing the other day, and it was talking about, nothing is coincidence. And, sort of every soul or every person that you meet is written in your destiny to either teach you, to heal you, or to love you. So you have every moment with every person. You have to figure out, are they in your life to teach you? And that's teach you good, bad, or indifferent. Are they here to teach you to, walk away? Are they here to teach you to love more? Are they right? Or are they here to heal you because they came into your life when you needed it, and that, or or are they here to love you? And love is in different forms. So, that's part of contribution.
I feel like everything is here to teach you.
Yeah, I mean, I think
whether it's destiny or whether it's just human nature.
Right.
Learn from everything.
Well, right. If you have that open growth mindset, you're going to be open to learning from everything. Yeah. So, good morning, Ryan. When do you know you've made enough efforts towards someone you care about, but they don't reciprocate? How often do you still try to send birthday holiday wishes without replied effort? Oh,
wow. Can I answer this?
Yeah, sure. You can start.
When my daughter was born,
yes.
we took her to the pediatrician the first visit.
Yes.
And I asked the pediatrician, how do we know when to bring her to you if there's a problem? And he looked at me and he said, trust your instinct.
Yes. Yep. So.
And it was the perfect answer. And that's exactly right. In this case, trust your instinct.
Yes.
You know.
So that is such a good answer to simplify that for Ryan, is that if you're asking, the first thing I was going to say, aside from trust your instinct, is if you're knowing to ask that question, you already know the answer.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yep.
So when do you know you've made enough efforts? If you're at the point where you're asking, I've made so many efforts, and and no one's and this person's not reciprocating, and I'm not being replied to, you're probably already knowing the answer, but you don't want that answer.
Right.
But you're in that cognitive shift place of like, okay, I have to walk away from this. I have to walk this back. And that's painful.
Yep.
But you are, in asking the question, you already know the answer, because your instinct is already telling you to walk away.
Awareness.
Yep.
Job one.
Yep. Well, and if you're open to the growth mindset of that, and you're contributing to your life today, you'll know to shut that book and say, new book.
Yep.
Moving away from that. And even if it's hard, you just have to put it down. It goes to the first one on my list today. Call who calls you. Right? And
ignore
or text
who ignores you.
Ignore who ignores you.
Yep.
Right? And there's only so many times that you can be not reciprocated to. There's only so many times that you can call or send a card or put in a lot of effort, and there's a message there when you don't get reciprocated to. So
yep.
Your gut is already telling you. Hopefully that was helpful.
Ryan knows.
Yes, Ryan knows.
Yeah.
Ryan's got it. Ryan's smart. So anyway, on that note, I have to wrap up today's show. That was the shortest show ever, but that's fine. We will be following up with this. But before we go, I'm very excited to say that yes. I'm not trying. I have to raise $12,500, as you guys know, and contribution is now going to the money. So for my wonderful New England Patriots Foundation, I did a huge blast out yesterday to really start and kick off, like, on all my social media and emails and everything. So, but in the past week, essentially, I had $2,600 as of this morning. I was like floored. I woke up and nice. I'm like, wow. So just off of like the first kickoff. So I'm doing Super Bowl squares as I do every year. I'm also going to be doing my gala, which will be a little different than last year because it will not coincide with anywhere near the Super Bowl, so it doesn't confuse people and showing up on the wrong days and all those things. But that will be coming later. It won't be until like after February, after the Super Bowl, because I got to get through the Super Bowl, right? But Super Bowl squares, and also I'm doing giveaways throughout the next couple months with people who are purchasing or donating, right? My donors. So I have some memorabilia. I have Drake May signed photograph. I've got a football. I've got tickets to things. So if you follow me on here or if you follow me on my regular Kim Lannon Facebook page or TikTok or on Instagram, all Kim Lannon in some form. Oh, actually, one is Ash and Cinder. It's my cats, which I could put up. But if you follow me on any of those, you will hear and see about the giveaways that are coming. So but everyone who has donated, all will be entered. But if you continue to donate, you will still get more entries. So every time you contribute, you get more entries into that to be able to win on top of the Super Bowl square. If you are the winner for those, you get the prizes for those as well. But hey, I just have to get 100 of my friends for those Super Bowl squares, and then I'm at $10,000 for that, and then I'm going to keep going. So, nice. But please, please, please donate. If you can't donate, please share the link in my podcast, or spread the word. Ask friends, relatives, and anybody that wants to give. We'll be helping out New England and helping out the community as a whole, in 25 amazing charities that will be worthy of this. I'm also going to be over $100,000 of raising money for the New England Patriots this year. This will have put me over having raised that much money for them.
Congratulations.
So, yeah, I know. Yes, yeah. I'm very excited. So I really want to make this a big year. So everybody out there, please help me out. Go to the page. You can Venmo it to me as well, and I can put it in. But there is the link there that Lou has put to support me. Is that the right one? Yes, it is. Is that the one for this year?
Yes.
Just making sure. Okay, just making sure. All right, you guys.
The one that I didn't disregard.
What? You didn't disregard?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So everyone, thank you so much for who has helped me, and I give shouts out to all the people that I had someone give $1,000 right off the top last week, nice. And I thank you. $200 here and there. I love it, and thank you, because it goes to something so important to me. So that's my happiness for today, is the contributions that people are doing. So, all right, you guys, I will see you next week. Go out there and rise.